Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and today I am here to read your tea leaves. But first, we're going to start out with the energy of, the Prince of Cups. This is one that can be quite passionate, right? I mean, it is obviously the emotional waters, right? We have this kind of younger, lively, almost kind of juvenile in a way, naive, but robust. The vitality is there, right? And it's coming into this emotionality that is, I don't want to say it's a weapon. It's not. That's not what this is. It is it's the wave in which propels us forward, right? Like a surfer getting right up on that ridge, riding that beautiful, beautiful thing right into land, right? The sand. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful place to be dwelling in, to be dwelling near. So I'm excited to see what the tea leaves are going to tell us, how this reflects the card that we start with. And I want to say thank you for clicking on this reading. It's always such a huge honor, a pleasure even, for me to be able to do these readings for you. And if you'd like to help the channel in any way, because listen, I don't know what's up. The views are just weird. I don't know if it's the readings. I don't know if it's the algorithm. I have no idea. But if you want to help in any way, just hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You can leave comments. The interaction really helps. Also, just sharing the videos, I guess, with people. So anyways, let's get to it. Let's see what these tea leaves are going to tell us. All right. So immediately it looks like we have a person standing here, almost like, let me get a little closer here. Almost kind of like they are running, right? We have the head here, and like they're running. Right here is the head, here's the body, here's the foot, and here is what's in their hand. It looks like a bird. It almost kind of reminds me of like indigenous art from North America. Now, we also have, it looks like this long, almost like there's a chasing of an animal. And above we have a person holding a cup. And below we have, it looks like the tower with somebody standing right here. And the tower being right here. So, to me, it almost feels like there's been a shift in, I guess it feels alignment within maybe your family, within your friends group, maybe it's at work. There seems to be almost this, like we've hit a wall. I can't like hold my tongue any longer. Not that a Gemini, right? And I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Not that a Gemini holds their tongue very often anyways. You're going to say what you have to say. So I do feel like we are at a place where something has happened, but it's not like the first thing. And I'm sorry, I'm taking off my sweater here. I'm putting this back on. Something's happened here where it's just been kind of like, nope, no more. Okay, we've dealt with this nonsense for long enough. So we have the bird. The bird is the messenger, right? And we have a person holding the bird while coming towards this kind of elongated animal here. But it also looks like we have somebody kind of like grabbing onto the tail of this long animal. You know, it's almost kind of like a Dr. Seuss looking thing. Now, I'm reading the animal as, well, maybe desire. Maybe it is something like almost like an aggressive need to be in control, to be the one on top, to be number one. And I don't think this is you. I think this is somebody within your life. And I feel like you've almost just kind of come to a place where you can't deal with this energy any longer. You're tired of this, like, you know, it's like a person that would climb over the top of people, even if they're stepping on their faces and heads and whatever, to get to that ascended place, to get to that place of recognition, of, championship, of whatever. Now, this isn't just regular competitive nature. Okay, we can all do with a little competition in our life, and it's always kind of nice to have somebody who's a little more competitive because it does push us, right? So this is not that. This is somebody who is ruthless. This is somebody who is maybe very self-involved. I feel like you have seen it more and more lately reflected in their behaviors. Now I'm watching this and I'm feeling like it's like you're at the point where you just don't want to. I don't even think that you've been hiding it. It's just something that maybe you don't necessarily speak on with other people. You know, and we all have these kinds of things that are going on in our lives that, you know, we don't really tell anybody. We don't really say much about it, but it does affect us, right? And it's not so much that it's like you're keeping a secret. You just don't really have anybody to tell, or even if you do, it doesn't necessarily seem like something that you want to bring up. So I feel at this point, you are beginning to become a little unwound as far as holding this information close to the chest. I think that you're starting to talk about it. You're starting to express it. And you're starting to feel, I think, a sense of, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. And I think a lot of that has to do with this tower down here. Now, the tower is not on fire. I don't see that. But I do see somebody at the top, and it almost feels to me like they're shouting out. They're raising their hands to the sky and saying, God, show me the way. Universe, goddess, beloved, whatever it is, please help me. Give me a sign. Show me what I need to do. Where do I need to go? Whatever it is that you're asking for. And I think that you anticipate, if this person stays in your life, behaving in the way that they are now, yeah, you are going to end up having a tower moment. There is going to be a cataclysm in your life, because the way that they conduct themselves is not conducive to the way you want to live or the work you are doing. So I feel that there is a easy and hard decision. It's easy because you know exactly what needs to be done. It's hard because it's hard to implement it with somebody you care about. Now, not all is lost. I'm not saying that you're leaving the relationship or the friendship or you're not talking to them anymore or whatever. But I feel like you are more serious about getting things corrected. Communicating. Hearing what they have to say. Saying what you have to say. Figuring out where do we need to go from here. And that's not always fun, and it doesn't sound like the most exciting thing, but it is something, and it is a beginning. And it is so important because you're doing the work for you, for that person that you will be. Because that future person's going to look back and thank you for not just sitting in it, for not just letting it go on and on and on, for stopping and deciding, hey, look, something has to change. And if it doesn't, then this is just going to be, an untenable situation. Is it untenable or untenable? I don't know. Put it in the comments. I don't know. They both sound wrong. They both sound right. I can't tell. But I do. I feel you really... And up here, we had the person holding the cup. What does that mean? Now, here's the person. You can see the head, the arm out, holding this cup. Okay? It is. We have that Prince of Cups, but it is a sense of holding that holy vessel that holds those emotional waters, being in touch with and in control of your emotions and reactions. So you are in a place where you are evolving. I mean, really evolving as a person. And you should be proud of yourself. It's not easy and it doesn't feel good. I know it doesn't feel good, but it will. It will. Now, we're going to turn this thing. We're going to see. We have the home. We have a bell. Now, it's almost like we have a crowd of people, and you can see here's the head and the body, head and little body, heads and bodies. And also, what is that? It looks like 87, or it looks like a chalice. It does look like 87 though. We have people in a line here, almost frolicking. We have this face. It looks, to me, it looks happy. Almost kind of sedate. Kind of enjoying, like a Marilyn Monroe kind of look, if you know what I mean. Now we also have a horse and we have a person upon it. So we also have the heart, right? We also have the heart. We have love. We have merriment. We have joy coming into the home. We have the bell ringing. Now, what does that usually mean, right? It's when service starts, mass starts. It's a call to prayer. It is an opening of a ceremony, of a ritual. It is wrong when somebody passes away. It is wrong when somebody is born. It is wrong when there is a marriage, a holy contract, a bond, a sacred vow. So something wonderful. Something wonderful happening for you. Is this a call to your connection with the divine? Are you opening a ceremony? Are you getting married? Is there someone being born? The house feels happy. So I have to imagine that there is some kind of beautiful rite of passage coming. And I feel you connected to the people that matter in your life, the people that add to your life. Now, I don't know that everything is always perfect. In fact, I think sometimes they get quite dramatic. I feel a lot of sound, commotion, laughing and arguing and just busyness around you in this time. I don't think it's bad. I just think that you are among people, right? You are not alone. Now, I do feel you kind of in your place of peace, honestly. I feel you kind of drifting through some of these moments and other times being hyper aware and connected to that now, right? And so this is a time to really lean into it, right? Be aware. Don't just go on autopilot. Make this time count. Because you will. You'll be drawn together with people you love. And I almost feel like there is like a sense of dancing and singing and laughing and enjoying. Now, down here, we have, it's like the knight upon the horse. Now, I almost kind of feel like this must be a sword. We also have the number 69 up here, 69. I feel that there is an honesty that needs to happen in this moment, because I feel there is a draw towards finding something wrong. It's like you often have these moments, and because you balance things out. You always do, right? That's part of the dance of the Gemini, of the Libra. There's this back and forth, this continuum of readjusting and becoming different things and discarding and then bringing other things back in. And it's this forever movement. And I feel like with that sword energy, it's a moment where it's kind of saying, right? It's like this feeling of, don't look for something to be, amiss or wrong in the situation when you start to rise. Because you will. You're a detective, dude. You're always scanning for information. You're always computing. You're always adjusting your emotionality, your disposition based on that data. And that's something that's really, it's such a superpower that you Geminis have, but it's also, it can become a curse. It really can, because you can overthink, you can ruminate, you can, catastrophize before anything even is nearly going wrong. In fact, it could be the happiest of the happy. And you get to that, that oppressive feeling where it's like, oh, this is too good to be true. Or now it's good, so what is going to come, next? Like, what is going to be the other thing to balance this out? And, don't hurt your own feelings is basically what I'm trying to get at. Don't ruin it for yourself. Let yourself just be in the moment. All right, now let's take a look here. We have the number 601, 601. We have the 0. We have the number 28. We have the Fool, the beginning, potential. Lots of numbers today. 87. The snake and the egg, the Orphic egg. And then we have a tent. This is the Orphic egg. This is the tent. Also, maybe eat, E-A-T. So we have the cosmic egg, we have the Orphic egg, we have the snake around the egg. The egg being what? Origin, right? Origin, the beginning, the 0. The snake is, well, it's knowledge. It's that fire energy. It's the life bringer. It's the thing that impregnates the 0, right? It brings that fullness into it. And then we have, either the solar sign or the monad, right? The God sign. It's the 0 with the little dot in the middle. So we have this feeling of renewal, of rebirth, of beginning again and again and again. And here we are, beginning again. And it's beautiful. Now, we also have that tent. I feel like not necessarily that you're literally going tenting or camping. Maybe you are. And if you are, I'm jealous. That sounds awesome. But it does feel almost like a call to being out in the world, looking up at the sky, right? Being observant, finding awe and beauty in subtle places. And not that the sky, we would maybe consider it a subtle place, but by no means is the sky subtle, right? It's actually so magnificent. So, but I feel like this is really a call to getting outside of, the normal circumstances of your life. And that is maybe going for a little weekend adventure, or maybe giving yourself a few minutes every day to stop and look at things, to smell the roses, to take in the beauty of the world, to contemplate, to meditate. Oops, this is coming right off again. Again? Okay, so we have number 19. Number 19 for our first number. 33, 19, 33, and 62. 62. All right, Gemini, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for being here with me. If you want to like, subscribe, or leave a comment, that would be great. Other than that, come check out my lives. Go check out my husband's channel. It's called Dove and Serpent Tarot. His name is Paul. He's amazing. Check him out. Yeah, that's it. I love you. I love you. We'll talk soon, and good night.